welcome back to my channel. A stitch with me as promised. Today I promised them I'd do a stitch with me working on this stained glass unicorn, which is so pretty. So yeah, this is from Paint by Number Day. I've got my black ready because there's a lot of black, so we're going to start with the black, because why not? There we go. And we're off. So how are you all? How have you all been? Things have been nuts here. I took Riley to the doctor. I booked the appointment for an issue he's had. It was more to put his mind at rest than mine. He's a worrier. So, and then I had to book a phone consultation for early. It's really weird. For about a year now, she's been having issues with her jaw. It cracks a lot. Sometimes it feels like it needs to crack, she says, but she can't get it to. And then she can't open her mouth. She can open it wide, but not like wide. But she did say to me over the phone that she'd booked her phone consultation, but it will probably end up that he says, right, I do need to see her, which is a pain in the bum. Then last week I went to the doctor's because so Rob informs me. I know I twitch during the day, which is really random and weird, but you know, he says during the night I twitch, but it's like it's constant for, I don't know, maybe 10-15 seconds. And the other morning I got up, I actually felt like I'd been doing crunches in my sleep. It was really weird. I've been doing that for a while now apparently, and it keeps him awake, so I thought, well, I better go and get it seen to, you know, because it isn't normal. The way Rob says it is, it's like an epileptic fit, but it isn't. And it's only from my stomach down that twitches during the night. During the day, it's random, it can be anywhere. I actually dropped my dinner plate last week, no, the week before, because I twitched when I was trying to see to my tray, and it just flung it on the floor. See, these twitches are really random. It'll be like maybe an arm will just suddenly, you know, twitch, the whole arm will move or jolt. Or it can just be like the skin, you know, like you get your eyelids twitch sometimes, or underneath your eye. It can be like that. Sometimes it's just a limb, sometimes I get a sudden whole body jolt. It's like someone's just plugged me in. But that one only lasts like a split second, but the one at night time is lasting 10-15 seconds, and it's disturbing him. So anyway, I went to the doctor's, long story short, like. The guy I saw was not too sure, but he wasn't a doctor, I don't think. I think he was like junior or maybe an advanced paramedic or something, but he went off to speak to another doctor. He did ask me, like, what are the symptoms have you got? And I just, you know, when you've got everything in your mind planned out that you need to tell them, but when you get there and they ask you, your mind goes blank and you look like a complete idiot. That was me. And I just, no idea. So anyway, he went off to go and speak to, I assume, a doctor, because he didn't know. Come back and it's called restless legs apparently. Now, I've had restless legs before, and I always thought it was just the aching that you get in your legs when you can't keep them still. It's like your legs have gone to sleep. It's just like that. But I said I didn't know. I know what restless legs is, but I didn't know it can cause twitching. But apparently so. So, he goes, what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you this tablet, Rapinarole, I think it's called. Yep. And, why did I go there? And he says, what I want you to do, I want you to take one at night before bed for 5 nights. Then I want you to take 2 a night for 5 nights before bed. He said, and then after 5 days, I want you to up it to 3. And then after another 5 days, I want you to up it to 4. Right, okay, it was a bit, you know. So I took the 1 for 5 days, and it was all good. I took 2 for 5 days, and it was all good. However, we get to like day 10, and I take the 3 right before bed. Now, it's the last thing I usually do before I go upstairs of an evening. I'll take my 3 tablets and I'll go upstairs. So that's what I did. And what happens is I spend an hour just kind of relaxing, going through YouTube and whatever. Within 10, 15 minutes, you know when you get that sensation, you think, I'm going to be sick. You just, I don't know how you know, you just know. So I thought, oh my gosh, I'm going to have to go to the bathroom and just stay there and wait and see. So I get up, I walk to the bathroom, my head goes really lightheaded, and I honestly thought I was going to pass out. So I have my hands on the wall. Ellie comes out and says, are you okay, Mum? And I just, yeah, I'm just lightheaded, I feel a bit sick. Oh no. That lasted about a minute, and then eventually I did actually throw up. But boy, did that burn. Oh my gosh. I think I drank 3 cups of water after that, just because the burning sensation in my throat and the back of my mouth was awful. But anywho. So needless to say, I haven't taken any more since, because that was awful. Absolutely awful. I don't want to go through that again. I think I'd rather put up with the twitching at night that I'm not aware of. Even though Rob says it does wake me up after a while, which is why it isn't a seizure, because it makes me wake up. If he doesn't, I wake up myself anyway. I'm just not aware that I was shaking beforehand. So, needless to say, I need to go back to the doctor's. Either that or go back down to just taking the 2. I mean, it did say in the leaflet that you always get inside. The common side effects, 1 in 10, more than 1 in 10 will experience nausea and or being sick. But it doesn't say, like, you know, keep taking them, it will wear off or anything. I'm too scared to go through that again. No one likes being sick, but, you know, it doesn't bother me, but it was just the really bad lightheadedness. And I know I needed to wait in the bathroom, but I couldn't stand up properly. I couldn't sit on the floor either, because I wouldn't be able to get up afterwards. So, but it was awful. So that's been my 2 weeks in a nutshell. We've been having a regular visitor, a squirrel. We started putting nuts out because I noticed him a while back, and we decided, you know what, we'll get some nuts and stuff. So we put him out, and he's nearly here every day now. Tyler's been sat in the garden before, and the squirrel's kind of seen him, waited, and then when Tyler hasn't moved, he's just sat on the chair on his phone. Tyler's obviously seen him. He's just come down into the garden, grabbed a nut, and off he went. So I thought about just sitting in the garden, snapping a few pictures of him. In actual fact, I might have a picture in my phone already. It's not the best, but, you know, it's a squirrel. He's cute. I love squirrels. Saw 4 the other morning. Oops. We've got round to buying some ceiling paint for Ellie's room. We've got to get round to that at some point. We did the garden yesterday. That was stressful. We did it a couple of weeks ago, but when we went to get the strimmer out, we realised it wasn't working. So that was annoying because you've got half a garden that's done and then all the edges that are still overgrown a bit. So we sort of had to, you know, manage the finances, so we ordered one and it came yesterday, so all morning strimming, pulling up. Oh, there's ivy everywhere. I don't even know where it's coming from, but I seem to rip it out and it just seems to grow back. It's terrible stuff. It's on my front fence too, and I've been trying to rip that off. It is actually wrecking the fence, so I was trying to get rid of as much of that as I could last time. Right, that's the first strand, well, the first half of a set of 6 strands done. I really enjoyed, I really love this one. I instantly thought of Reese's Girlfriend when I saw it. What have I done with the scissors? Here we go, there they are, because she loves unicorns. In the pot. That was loud. So yeah, I know where this is going to go when it's done. Sounds like someone racing around on a motorbike. I've had to put the windows open today. It's not sunny, but it is unusually warm. It was sunny this morning. So yeah, I've had to open the windows, so if you can hear anything, I apologise. It can't be helped. Just trying to think what else we've had going on. I've been stitching during my course, oh my goodness. What a nightmare that's been. Obviously when we started the course we were given a specific tutor. Each set of so many people had a specific tutor. We don't all, well, a few of us have the same one, but you know. The day I was supposed to start the course, she sent me an email a few days before saying there's a Zoom call at 10 o'clock, which you need to be a part of, because we're going to talk about how to do your course and what have you, and what we expect of you. On the morning of that Zoom call, I got an email saying my Zoom call was at 4:30, and I got a bit confused, so I tried to email her really quick before the initial time of the first one came round and said, look, you've sent me an email saying 4:30, but I'm confused. She says, oh my goodness, no, it is 10:30. So I was 10 minutes late to that. So I missed the beginning, like how to access the questions to be able to put in your answers, because you can access the questions, but then you have to click something else to add your answer to it, which I missed. So I emailed her saying, I'm really sorry, I missed the first part of the course. I'm not sure how to get into the question itself. So I can't start the course until I know what I'm doing. I didn't get an email back. I got an email the next day, but it had nothing to do with what I'd sent her. It just said, We notice you haven't, because when you've done a few hours or whatever on one day on your course, you have to fill in the learner log. So you state how many hours you've done and which sections you've done, what you've learnt and all that. So until I started the course, I couldn't put anything in there. So the email said, we notice you haven't logged anything in your learner log. I'm just emailing to make sure everything's okay. And if you've got any problems, let me know. So I emailed her back. I clicked reply on that specific email because obviously then I know she's going to get it. I email her again. I don't hear back from her. And the following day after that, I get another email from her saying, we notice you still haven't logged in and started your course. If you don't start your course in the next 48 hours, you're going to be taken off the course. And I was so frustrated because no one was getting back to me, even though I was replying to the email that she sent me. And I had to literally go into the course myself and figure it out for myself before they kicked me off it, okay? So I managed to figure it out. I was a little behind, but I caught up in that first week. It says when you hand in a whole unit, 'cause there's 9 units in the first 4 weeks. When you hand in a unit, they mark it within 2 days, it says, 2 working days, and send it back to you. I finished all of Unit 1, all of Unit 2, and I was halfway through Unit 3, and I still hadn't had any of them marked. Bearing in mind, this was like 2 weeks in now, 3 weeks in. I had a message off one of the other people that are on the course as well, asking if she was my tutor, because she's handed in hers and not got anything back. And I said, funny that, I haven't either. And yes, she is my tutor. Anyway, a couple of days later, we get an email to say that this person who was our tutor has left the company and that we would be reassigned. So I've got pins and needles in my hand. We would be reassigned a new tutor. I think that took an extra 3 days. She finally messaged me 2 days ago, well, emailed me just to say hi and that if I needed anything. And I don't know if like Lucy's gone because she didn't do what was necessary at the beginning of the course. Like, I was emailing and not getting a response, and like it was a complete mess up, if I'm honest. I mean, I didn't necessarily want to see her get the sack, but she should have been a little more diligent. But anyway, it has been intense. Some of the questions are quite long-winded, and when you think, I don't know if I've put enough or if I put too much, or you criticise yourself to hell, don't you? But she sent me back Unit 1. There was one question I hadn't passed, which I knew anyway, because stupid me. I filled in half the question, and for whatever reason I clicked submit, and I shouldn't have done, because I hadn't finished it. I should have clicked save and then come back to it. So she sent me that one back. Obviously I knew I was going to fail that one anyway, but the other 2 questions in Unit 1 I passed. I'm just waiting for her now. I didn't go on yesterday because I haven't felt well the last couple of days. I think it's down to the tablets, migraine. And it was just like it was ongoing. I'd get over it. I'd take tablets, get over it by the end of the day, and then the next morning, within maybe an hour of getting up, it was already on its way back. 3 days I think that went on for. So I haven't been able to log on for a couple of days. I just needed time to get over it. Am I still in focus? Yes, I'm just checking because I know a lot of you will just stitch with me anyway, but some people like to see. So I have to check it's in focus. There's a lot of ambulances around this morning. I just want to say, by the way, guys, my channel, now that I'm over 1,000, is monetized. And I want to thank every one of you who watches the adverts or uses the super thanks. I can't take it out until it hits £60. I think the last time I looked I was at 43, 44. But thank you so much to you guys, because without you I wouldn't even be getting that, so you guys are amazing. Ow, cut my thumb. Not my thumb. My thumb's poorly today. It had a bit of loose skin and I went to pull it off. And I probably shouldn't have done, because the more I pulled, the deeper it went. Yeah, I've learnt my lesson on that one. But it was just a tiny loose bit of skin and it was annoying me. So I should have filed it instead. So yeah, I completely appreciate you guys watching all the adverts and stuff that are on my channel. It all goes back into my channel anyway. So it'll probably go towards either a new kit or a stitch along maybe. I'd love a chatelaine. I really would. They are so beautiful. I know they're not cheap though. Even the patterns can be expensive, can't they? I know they do like mini ones. So perhaps maybe go for a mini one. But the big ones are gorgeous. Honestly. Oh, my hand's tingling again. Give me a second, guys. You know, it's good fun getting old. I'm not even old. I just feel it some days. Some days more than others. That's wow. Right, carry on. No, missed. Nuts. Thank you. Ow! I've just made another hole in my finger. I need to change the way I push my needle through. So I always use the tip of that finger right there and push. And that's what's doing it. There we go. What is that? It's a knot. Hold on. Get around there. Come on. Thank you. Don't pull it, because that just makes it tighter. That makes my job harder. There we go. We got it. So, what have you guys got planned for the weekend? Me, it's catching up on my course from having a migraine and doing some stitching. I have been thoroughly enjoying getting out a couple of older ones that I haven't touched in, oh, I don't even know how long. But I've been really enjoying that one. Another one is one that I don't touch too much, but I have touched this year. I'm sure I have. So yeah, I'm enjoying pulling out the older ones. I've been working on the mini piece for Ellie. Because, you know, she'll be 16 this year. 16! I remember the day I brought her home. I actually remember the day I gave birth to her, because I was all on my Todd. Because I wasn't in active labour early in the evening, so Rob went home, but it's a train ride from that particular hospital because it's not my local one. So he'd already gone home, and the labour started within, what, half an hour of him getting home. Oh, so we agreed he was to stay at home with the kids because he'd already just been and picked them up from my friend. So yeah, we agreed he'd stay there, so I went through all that on my own. I know my mum probably was there. But no worries, it just feels like it was yesterday. So this is how much we've got done. I'm so excited about doing some of those colours. I'm not looking forward to the white. Yeah. Which one's the white? Number 40. It's the light blue. So all this down here and in there and in there. Sorry guys, I rocked you. So I'm going to leave it there for today. That's as much as we've done. I might just pull this out again later. I enjoyed that bit. Okay guys, so thank you to Paint by Number Day. I'm loving the kit. And as promised, a stitch with me. Thank you so much to you guys for stopping by, watching, maybe stitching along with me. And thank you so much for everyone who watches the adverts, which goes into my fund and I can get some more cross stitch with it. So thanks guys. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Have a great day, whatever you're doing. Take care, stay safe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys.